Yo, what up, street talk, street god, street vlogs? Work in the house. Alright, that's lessons I learned from our best friend Elon Musk. So, hey, 공원에? 오케이. 아빠가 우리 신발 벗길래? 신발 벗겨? 네 신발 벗겨? Okay, 신발 벗기자. Okay. So, finish the Walter Isaacson biography on best friend Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk. Oh, shut up. Okay. And a lot of good learning lessons there. Just a distillation. Just a distillation of some lessons. So, I mean, first and foremost, I recommend everyone who is remotely interested to read it. Because okay. 신발이 좀 젖었네. 양말도 벗길래? 좀 젖었네. 하는 것이 오케이. So I recommend anyone who's even remotely interested to read it because it's just really good life lessons on entrepreneurship, being scrappy, etc. So, the first thought. Everyone thinks they want to be a billionaire. Oh, the finger bang. Yeah. But in fact, 아빠가 저기 가서 pick up? Okay. 잠깐. Everyone thinks they want to be a billionaire, but in fact, what they really want to do is they want to spend $1 billion. So what is the difference? So the critical difference is, I think there's kind of this bias towards, it's like, you want to be a billionaire so you can spend $1 billion, but in fact, what you want to do is you want to create $1 billion worth of value. So value is obviously this kind of metaphor to lots of things in life. However, the principle is pretty steadfast, is that yeah, you gotta be scrappy, you gotta run around, break shit, don't take things too seriously. I think we often fail when we try to become fat and flabby, and towards my ideal aesthetic is kind of like lean and mean aesthetic. Wow! 잘 던졌어요. And so even with solutions in life, etc., it seems one of the best ways to approach things is, be fast, be scrappy, run around, break stuff, become a little bit less cognizant towards things. Okay, so we're crossing, hacha. And I think this is a critical thing to. Okay. Because like for example, like just paraphrasing here, but let's say there was like a random SpaceX spaceship part that cost $1 million from these contractors, right? And what Elon Musk would do is like, W2F, why is this so expensive? Like, this should be able to be cross-pollinated with something in the auto industry, and therefore, honey, yeah. Therefore, as a consequence, 저랬어요. Ooh, drunk. And therefore, as a consequence, a better way to think about it is, how can you build this yourself for like instead of $1 million, it's like, this is not that different from a garage hinge on a garage door, and they built it for like $50, right? So always challenge the requirements, having a healthy disdain for breaking stuff, moving fast. how do you got, swing? Swing 할래? Okay, 우리가 가서 swing 하자. Okay, 누르륵. Jumping. Yeah! Jumping, yeah! Okay, 들어가서 하자. And kicking. 공 kicking. 공 kicking. Yeah. 잘 쳤어요. 후후. 두룩. 헤헤. 잘 쳤어요. Yeah, so essentially the key to innovation, my thought is, rather than buying innovation, you cannot buy innovation. You kind of have to be like scrappy, grungy, and figure out how to do more with less. So even one thing that was really inspiring to me about Elon was how much he adopted this like cost-cutting ethos. And to me, okay, it's such a critical distinction because the reason being is, everyone always wants to figure out how to spend more money, but actually it seems the better strategy to entrepreneurship is actually figuring out how to spend less money on things. So being insanely scrappy and frugal, seems to be a better strategy. Yeah. So for example, one thing that I was like super happy about is instead of spending a bunch of money on like a standing desk in my new apartment, so went to Home Depot, looking around, found a workbench. Like it's usually $120. It was on sale for it's only on sale for like only on sale for like $60. And even like one of the best Costco finds we found recently is like we just needed a new. Oh, 말 잘 차고 있네. Yeah, 잘한다. Like a knife set, right? It's like, I could have got the nice like $500 Japanese knife set, blah blah. You got the $20 set via the suggestion of Cindy, and it's like insanely good. It's so sharp, it cuts well, etc. And oh baby 거기 있네 눈썹. So it just made me wonder and think. It's like, man, have I been like a stupid sucker the whole time? Like, 들어갈래? 싫어? 오케이. 크게? 오케이. 근데 애기 아니에요, 눈썹. It's like, yeah, so I have a new heuristic is always first buy the cheapest thing possible, and then if it's too cheap, and then backtrack and work your way up. Oops. 싫어? 내려갈래? 오케이. Always buy the cheapest thing and then work your way up, rather than buying the highest end thing and then working your way backwards. 여기 앉을래? Okay. So even one of the Elon Musk's ethoses is it's like delete, and then and then delete enough that you have to actually add back 10% of things.
Okay, let me look it up.
Rather than trying to port everything. So even same thing with packing, it's delete, get rid of things, pack the absolute bare minimum unto the point that you have to re-add stuff. So often I do this with purging, purge all your stuff, get rid of all your stuff, simplify it to the extreme, and then if you're losing some sort of core functionality, add it back later. Even certain things that like, I think Elon Musk, Elon, your team, yay, anybody's. You guys need to learn something about like health and physiology and sleep, just shoot me an email, eric@erickim.com. I'll give you some free consulting advice. I got a lot of ideas. So I think the general gist and idea is that rather than trying to like pull all-nighters, which I think it's not very productive, it's, I don't know, I had this vision of like a direct sunlight on the open mountain. Like, I think a lot of people in the tech would just be happy just taking your laptop, your iPhone, your iPad Pro, whatever's, to the park, getting direct light and doing creative work that ways. Also, like, it really seems that being insanely critical of the design process is very important. Learning how to subtract, delete, even merge and fuse things which seem kind of superfluous. Okay. 그 소리가 귀가 아프니까 우리가 스톱하자. Okay. And always kind of going back to first principles is very important. Is okay, 우리가 내려가자. 아빠가 귀가 아파요. Okay. 아니 공하고 찾아. 공 찾아. Yeah. 잘 쳤어요. 패스. 예, 패스. 예. 패스. 잘했어요. I mean, other things is kind of cool too. Is like jumping. Yeah, 잘했어요. I guess I've been doing this whole thing is just always playing with sand. 잘했어요. Maybe I'll just have him do high school online or something. Apparently Elon Musk would bring his kid X, the love child with Grimes, to the board meetings and to launch sites and stuff like that. So I kind of like this idea of killing 10 birds with one stone. He's playing with your kid's having fun in the sand, he's enjoying the sun, and you can also do some cool work like blogging, vlogging, turbo thoughting, etc. So yeah, and I think it's so funny. Everyone wants to be Elon. No, you don't want to be Elon Musk. But I think that there are very valuable lessons to be learned. 잘한다 하니가 side stepping. Wow. 잘한다. I mean, things that Elon should stop doing: consuming sugar, carbs. He should eat more meat. Needs to get in the sun more. For Elon, bro, you're listening to this, I suggest, on top of your intermittent fasting, just do a 100% carnivore diet. I mean, just eat beef liver, bone marrow, etc. And I think a good way to think about things is jumping 잘했어요. Is to be more critical about health and productivity. And also like it does really seem that whatever you pursue in life, you have to be so insanely passionate about it. You gotta got skin in the game. And so I think the ultimate takeaway point is, in this short, uncertain life that we live, only do things you insanely care about.